This is exercise 1. In this exercise we're going to stack the cubes as shown in the upper left. I'm going to pre-select a component before moving it and grab it at a corner and put that corner at a corresponding corner on the other component. We'll select the blue cube and repeat it, and there we have our 3 cubes. Now we'll move on to exercise 2. In this case, the cubes get stacked so that they're centered and all straight up the back. So the way I'm going to do this is pre-select the cube, get the move tool. I'm going to use the M for the keyboard shortcut. And first I'm going to rotate this so that it's aligned on the axes. And I'm going to orbit around the back. And this time I'm going to grab the component by the center of this bottom edge. I get the midpoint in component message. Click there. Zoom in here so you can see this a little bit better. And I'm going to just snap that to the midpoint on the edge of the turquoise cube, the cyan cube. We'll repeat that process for this component. Midpoint, midpoint, and there we have exercise 2 completed. Moving on to exercise 3. This time the cubes are all stacked one on top of another, but they're centered on all 4 sides. So we'll get the move tool, hover over our component. It's a little difficult to see those little red marks, but just run that till it snaps and it says the angle is 0. Now this time I'm going to grab by the midpoint again, just like I did in the previous, but then I have to make one more move. I'm going to grab it by the midpoint on that edge, and once I get it moving in the green direction I'm going to hold the shift key to lock that, and then I can bring the cursor over and snap it to the midpoint on the edge on the yellow cube. We'll repeat the process because practice makes perfect. Make sure you get the right angle there. Just snaps right in there. And again, we'll grab on the midpoint, start the move, and I like to hold shift. You can use the cursor keys to lock the direction, but I prefer the shift key because it works the same for all move directions. Alright, 3 cylinders. We don't have to rotate anything this time, but I'm going to grab by a point and put it there. I don't know if you can see this in the video, but the vertices on the circles are good grab points, and you can move to the corresponding point here. Okay. This time we're going to do the same thing we did when we stacked the 3 cubes. There's nothing really special about this. I'm going to grab it by that vertex there, snap it there. Then I'm going to come around to the 90-degree point, and again I'm going to get it moving in the green direction and hold shift and slide it up till it aligns with the vertex on the whatever color that is, greenish cube, or a greenish cylinder. Again, going to lock that. This is just kind of a repetition thing. So there we have our sort of wedding cake thing going on. Now this last one seems like it would be especially difficult. However, it's not. We can do this all with the Move tool, and I will. So I'm going to select the red cylinder first, get the Move tool, and grab by some point on the edge of the cylinder on the end, and I'm just going to bring that in so it lines up. I'll zoom in here a little bit so you can see this a little better. Alright, so there's that one. The green one, we'll have to turn it 90 degrees. Let me just rotate it about its center. Then grab the end point, and we'll repeat that process, only we'll get on this side of the cylinder. And we'll drop that in there like so. And that's complete. So give this exercise a try if you're not real comfortable with the Move tool. I think you'll find that doing something like this maybe a couple of times will help a lot.